He is 45 minutes into his first day, and he's Googling what his own job title stands for.
He believes the manager is trying to poison him.
Oh, I stopped working at 2 o'clock. That's when my day ends.
This is The Bad Hire, the show with the best stories about the worst employees.
We fired him, of course.
People are crazy.
It's like an HR nightmare.
Right? One bad hire stole all of it.
Crazy stuff. She got what she deserved.
Oh. I'm your host, Ken Monroe, and every week we dive into real-life stories from the wild world of work and what can happen when the wrong person gets the job. These stories aren't just crazy, they're cautionary tales about lessons learned the hard way. Let's get started. All right, hey everyone, welcome back to The Bad Hire, the show with the best stories about some of the worst employee experiences or employees. I'm back today with Morgan.
Hey, guys.
And Corey.
Hey.
Bro, welcome back, bro. How many times you been on? You been on like twice? You done like 2 shows?
This is my second time.
Oh, this is?
Yeah.
Well, he did 2 episodes the first time.
Yeah, he did 2.
So his third episode.
Third episode,
yeah.
Second time. Yeah.
Same day, though. So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Long filming day, you know.
Glad to be back.
Welcome back. I encourage everyone to look Corey up on TikTok.
I don't know what.
I love it. I do. I love it when you guys have a creative outlet. I think it's cool.
Thank you.
I do.
That.
I love it. And in fact, if you however I can help.
You guys can follow me on LinkedIn. I don't have TikTok.
Oh, man. So, you guys okay?
Yeah, doing good.
We're good?
Yeah. Every day's a holiday.
Yeah. You having fun, aren't you?
I am.
You're
Living
having
life
fun.
over here.
I love that, bro. Corey's having fun at work.
Yeah.
He's working hard. I left here last night, late. And I walked out and Corey was still going at it.
I was going back and forth.
Yeah. It was awesome.
That's what happens when you have California as your state. Huh?
Oh, yeah. I also have Hawaii, but I'm going to have to be up till midnight for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, So, hey, listen, you guys know the drill. We dive into the wildest, the weirdest. We try to find some jaw-dropping stories. Yeah. So, just some fun hiring fails. Like OG kind of flameouts or first day burnouts. Whatever it is, we tell the stories. And I guess we're just trying to have a little fun. Hiring's tough work, and finding great people is a hard business. And so recruiters should be and talent acquisition people should be applauded for the hard work that they do every day. And they do have to deal with a lot of experiences like this. So I don't know. We hope they have fun. And then we've got this $10,000 contest going. Hey, if you've got a story, if you're hiring people, I know you got a story, right? Everyone's got a story. So if you've got a story, submit it to us. Go to thebadhire.com and submit the story. All right. You can let us know that you want to do a segment on the story. We're happy to do that. We'll let you tell your own story, or we'll read your story, whatever it is. But at the end of the year, we're going to select somebody to win $10,000. So write your story, submit it. Shoot your shot, as Morgan says. Yeah. And so let's get that done. And we'd love to see it. Love to have you on the show. I think so many people, I love the ones that are submitted by recruiters because I think they resonate so well with other people. Like people are like, oh yeah, I've had to totally. Sure. It's no tell. I think like on every story, there's people out there that go, I totally.
We just had a crazy submission, I want to say last week, to the point where I was like, this is so niche that I'm like, I can't even believe this happened to somebody. So hopefully that ends up in one of these episodes here soon. I don't know if it might get flagged, but it was crazy.
Well,
we love those though, so please send them.
Yeah, keep sending them.
It makes us laugh.
Yeah,
so.
thebadhire.com. Submit your story for a chance to win. Yeah. All right, get it done. All right, here we go. I've got one here. I had it. Here we go. This is submitted. It is anonymous, but this is still for the money. All right.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I had an employee who submitted his resume via email, and we interviewed and hired. Mm-hmm. There were no red flags in the interview or any initial interaction. So no red flags at all. Okay. He's paired with his field manager, and they began working together. And on day 2, he believes the manager is trying to position him through his water? Oh, wait. On day 2, he believes the manager is trying to poison him
Oh, yes, I
through
remember
his
this one.
water.
Yep.
He then believed every day that someone was breaking into his car and spraying bleach on all his stuff, including his sealed bags. This then escalated to him believing he was poisoned by airborne drugs, leading him to go to the hospital. I, HR manager, stepped in with investigations, of course, but he had no proof that his manager was doing it. During that sit down, he explained to me the matrix, voodoo, karma, and spiritual debt, among other things he explained to him. This conversation went on for an hour. I then decided to put him on a new site with a new manager. He then believed that all the managers were spiritual entities trying to harm him, and that this new manager was trying to kill him with heroin. After 5 trips to the ER with inconclusive results, he was put in a 72-hour hold. He then quit. No one has been poisoned before or after his 4-week employment.
That person might have.
I don't know. I
mental
think
health
this
issues.
story is sad.
He might have like schizophrenia or something.
I think this
That's
story
what
is sad.
it kind of reads.
It's certainly not funny.
Yeah.
But it does let you know what you have to put up with and the types of challenges you have when you're an HR professional. I mean, this HR professional is listening to all of this. They're going to accept it.
Yeah.
It sounds like she didn't judge. She the HR person, I don't know if it's a man or woman, then moves them to a different site with a different manager to try to, maybe it has something to do with the manager. And so, then it's, well, it's all managers.
Yeah.
And, I had a similar situation in my career where an employee who believed we were poisoning her. And she believed, yes.
Wow.
She believed we were putting things into the air that were near her desk to blow chemicals onto her. And she just was on and on about how she was having these health problems and health issues. And, she smoked laborious through the whole day. But she was having these breathing issues and she was blaming it on us for that. So it got.
Did you actually believe that, or was she trying to get
No, I think
compensation?
I think she believed it.
Wow.
I think she was just mentally ill, right? And so we actually hired an investigator or a company that does air testing and moved this air testing machine while this guy monitored it and next to her cubicle for multiple hours, paid a couple $1,000s to have it done.
Holy cow.
And to show her, hey,
you're good.
And it still didn't work out for her, in terms of she just couldn't, break through that thought,
That's really sad.
Yeah, it really is. And, but, we were just kind of following HR team's rules, or their idea, hey, let's verify because let's make sure we're not putting chemicals in there, but let's make sure there's not some chemical,
Yeah.
and she's got a hypersensitivity to chemicals. So we attempted. But it's a great story of just the challenges HR faces.
Yeah.
And what they have to deal with, and hoping they got this person help. Looks like they ended up in the hospital. So
For sure.
good stuff. HR can be heroes in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really all you can do in that situation, too. So.
Yeah.
Before we dive back into the chaos on the bad hire, this episode is brought to you by B-Checks. Hiring shouldn't feel like rolling the dice. Background checks should come with great tech, seamless integration, and customer service that delivers. That's B-Checks. Lightning fast results, unmatched accuracy, built-in fraud prevention. We help you hire the right people. Now, B-Checks plugs into over 100 HRIS and ATS systems, so your background checks run smooth, fast, and backed by top-level service. Protect your team, protect your reputation, protect your sanity. Go to bchecks.io. That's BCHEX.io. All right, so I've got Riverside. Oh, this is
Yeah, we have a Riverside story sent out.
I love Matt, man. He's from the South somewhere. I love his accent. He had another story in a different episode that I saw. So, or maybe one that's coming up.
There's a girl who was hired by the manager of that store about 2 weeks prior to me showing up. And she was hired in sales, and she seemed like a nice young lady from speaking with her. But day 2 of me being there, the office manager comes to me, and she asked if the girl had asked for time off yet, and which she hadn't. And I asked why, why did she ask that? Apparently, she had mentioned to somebody in the office a Vegas trip in 2 weeks that she was going to be on for a week. And she'd also been looking up plane tickets for the trip on the work computer and left it up so other people could see. So it was pretty easy to track that down. She did come to me at the end of my first week, and she asked for the time off. And it did line up perfectly with the Vegas trip, but she claimed it was for a medical procedure. After she claimed for the medical procedure, the dates line up. I'm like, I need you to bring in a doctor's note. Since you're going to be out and you just started, I need a doctor's note to file that so I can get that time off approved for you. So at that time, she said, yep, I'll bring it in. My mom's going to bring it in this afternoon. That never happened. Monday rolls around to the next week. She was going to bring it in. She can't find it. A few days go by. If I'm not mistaken, it is the Thursday, the end of the week where she's supposed to be gone that following week. And she brings it in on that Thursday. It is a very obvious fake. It has several spots that were photocopied to make the header footer. Only part of the signature and the doctor's name was even on the paper. So I relay all this to my supervisor. And after hearing back, we decided it was best to go ahead and terminate her employment at that point.
I've never heard of Vegas being a medical center.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of places that I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a really popular place to go get a medical procedure. Vegas is not one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I didn't know blackjack could heal.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. She was looking for therapy. Maybe that's what she wanted.
Yeah. That might be what it was. It was actually therapy that she was.
Yeah. She's going on a spiritual journey.
Yeah, I need some fun therapy. When I watched that, I was like,
on the
it's like the second story in a row where I'm just like, man, HR folks are just dealing with it every day. It's like right off the bat, hire somebody and you're like, whew, hired them, and then immediately watching them come off the rails. I
don't know why you would search plane tickets also on your work computer.
So yeah.
Unless it's a work trip. I don't know. That's kind of crazy. All right.
I don't know. I don't think I would care if someone was
really
planning their vacation and took a few minutes at work to look up a ticket. Yeah.
Well, if I knew I was going to lie about it.
Yeah, it's just a line.
Yeah, no, that's the issue, right?
If I knew I was going to lie.
I'm going to be in the hospital next week. And then
excursions in Vegas.
Yeah. That's a little different.
Best casinos to go to while in Vegas.
Yeah. Yes. All right, Morgan, what do you got?
All right. Post-surgery, best casino to go to. Anyways, my story today is, so I worked at a mid-sized firm, and we've been searching for someone to head up a project management office for months. We were talking a stack of resumes a mile high. After all that, we finally landed on a guy. Let's call him Brandon. Brendan. Okay, I'm just going to say Brandon. It's easier. Brandon's CV was frankly immaculate. Leadership roles at 3 different companies, decades of experience in the field, glowing references across the board. We were genuinely excited to bring him on. He starts on Monday morning. We fill him in with a welcome tour. We walk him through the team and hand him his laptop, the whole 9 yards. Around 10:15, he mentions that he's going to step out for his first coffee break. Now, a coworker happens to be at the same coffee shop. He spots Brandon in line and walks over to say hello. Brandon is on the phone mid-Google search, and the screen is right there in plain sight. He is Googling, what is PMO? To be very clear about what that means, PMO, Project Management Office, is the entire role. The entire thing we hired him to lead. He is 45 minutes into his first day, and he's Googling what his own job title stands for. The coworker takes a photo, walks by to the office, and shows the boss. We immediately dig into the references. Every single one of them were fake. By Wednesday afternoon, Brandon is being walked out of the building 3 days in with a total tenure of about 51 hours. And his last act in any official capacity was Googling what those 3 letters meant.
We should have a contest We should have a contest like for because that's 2 stories that listed
Yeah.
at the total hours. We should have a contest for like the quickest.
Fire.
Yeah, like the quickest there.
Well,
This one was
we had
21.
one
That's
that
the
was
next
crazy.
podcast.
That was like 30 minutes, right? When it was like the guy who was like, oh, I think it was like a developer, and he's like, I won't read a woman's code or something. Wasn't that like a really quick one too?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some crazy ones we've had.
First day flameouts. I don't know. Yeah, there's been a lot.
Well, I have a second story today too, actually. I run a convenience store, nothing fancy, just a couple of registers and a lotto kiosk, the usual setup. We bring on a new clerk, and her first shift gets off to a pretty uneventful start for about 15 minutes before my phone pings with a notification from the security cam app. I open it up, and there she is behind the counter scratching off lottery tickets. No customer lottery tickets are lottery tickets.
No way.
The ones that had not been purchased yet. I keep watching because at this point, I'm genuinely have to know how this ends. She is hunched over with a full stack with a coin in hand, completely going to town, not even attempting to be subtle about it. This goes on for 20 solid minutes before I finally get in my car and I drive over to the gas station. When I walk in, she doesn't even notice me because she is mid-scratch on one of the tickets. I tap the counter, she freezes, and I just look at her and I say, how's day one going? She goes, fine. And I told her she didn't work here anymore. The really sad part was I checked the pile after she left. She didn't even win.
You got Vegas in one store.
Seriously, I would guarantee you that's not the first time that's happened at a place who's done that. Because you would think like, hey, I'll just start scratching until I hit the winner. And I'll be able to pay off all the cards and make some money. You know, oh my gosh.
I know like
You know that's
a lottery
lots of
ticket
times.
or a scratch off. Like, or I mean, I've never done it before. So like, I mean, are they the same thing? Like,
Well, the lottery tickets you buy numbers and you got to watch and the numbers come out,
That's what I
right?
was gonna
And you got to
say.
match
So
the
was
number.
she-
Scratch offs are like
was she
you
actively
could win
watching?
$1, $2,
Yeah.
$5,
Yeah, there's
$50.
tons of scratch offs.
Yeah.
They're
I was gonna say, was she like watching the TV to see if one of the numbers hit, or was she just like
Who the
lady,
the manager?
Yeah. Or no, not the manager. The
Well, no.
girl.
When you do the scratch off, she's doing scratch offs.
That's what she was doing because it said lotto ticket.
Yeah,
I was just
so
confused.
she's doing
So she
scratch.
probably-
She
yeah.
scratch them off. So when you scratch it off, if you get like 3 matching, 4 matching,
Yeah.
you could win. It'll tell you win $1, win $2. You know, it's and so you're like, you know, or win nothing.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe you buy 5 cards, you win $2.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, or 10 or $20, but you know the cards cost you 25. So you lost $5 in the deal, right?
Yeah.
But if you were to sit and go through a ton of them,
Yeah.
you might stumble on the card that's $5,000.
Well, it sounded like she didn't win anything. So
No, yeah.
Dude, those things are a ripoff. Dude, I was one away from like 20,000. They played me hard, man.
oh my
I'm
god,
sweating. I was like, one more. Get my hopes up.
that's hilarious.
Oh gosh.
Alrighty, well,
All right, what do you got? What do you got for us, Corey?
I believe this story is going to be similar to your first one,
Oh.
and like how quickly can you get fired?
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I manage a small office and we bring on a new admin. She came across really well in the interview. References checked out, the whole thing. Solid hire on paper, which I feel like everyone's a solid hire on paper.
Yeah.
Am I right? Day one, I sit her down with our senior admin to go through training. Pretty standard stuff, the calendar system, the ticket queue, the phones. Around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the senior admin comes into my office, closes the door behind her and tells me she thinks we have a problem. I ask what's going on, and she says the new admin just stopped paying attention mid-training and has been on her phone ever since. So I walk out to her desk and ask if everything's okay, letting her know we've still got a few hours of training to get through. She looks up from her phone and without even a hint of self-awareness says, "Oh, I stopped working at 2 o'clock. That's when my day ends." I just stare at her for a second. I said, "I'm sorry, what?" And she said it again, completely calm, like this was a perfectly reasonable thing to say on your first day of a job. Now, the job description said 9 to 5. The offer letter said 9 to 5. I'd personally walked her through the schedule that same morning. So I remind her that we work until 5, and she looks at me and goes, "Well, that doesn't really work for me." I told her she could go. She seemed genuinely surprised and asked, like, for the day? And I said, like, forever.
Who works to 2 o'clock? My job is standard 9 to 5. That's why Dolly Parton wrote the song 9 to 5, not 9 to 2, girl.
We have so many stories of like people who are like bailing. You remember the one guy who doesn't show, and then he's like, "Well, can I leave early?" And then by the third day, he's like, "Can I go hybrid?"
Yeah.
So basically, my takeaway from that is Morgan and I are good to go at 2 today, Ken.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. You know, my favorite line in there, what you said in that story was, you said something about it was like, it's a solid hire on paper. And you're like, well, isn't everyone, like day one on paper? Before they start, everyone was a solid hire on paper.
Yeah. Everybody's resumes are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get a t-shirt that says solid hire on paper.
There you go.
AI's a new little thing.
You know?
Yeah.
Then day one came.
Yep.
You know?
Wow.
I don't know.
At least her references checked out. The other guy's references were all fake. So, hey,
That's true.
at least she was being honest.
That's got to be like super challenging, like to just incredibly frustrating. You know, you get the role. Clearly, there's a startup. It's hard. You got a training thing to go through. It sounded like they had a training class, which means they had to do multiple people.
Yeah.
And so now, on day one, you got somebody who's like, after you told them over and over, it's 9 to 5, they're like bailing at 2, and you got to start over. You know, you're just
ridiculous.
I mean, just like you just, it's got to be incredibly frustrating when you're like, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
I told you 9 to 5, told you it was still 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know,
It's so weird.
I don't know.
I mean,
Hey man, that's it for us today. That was those were good. I appreciate it. We heard a lot of stories around over the last couple shows around resume fraud and all that, and so I thought they were good. But you know, I forgot to I forgot to mention. Did I mention at the beginning of the show about the $10,000?
I think you did.
Okay,
but
good. All right. Well,
you can always say it again.
Yeah, I will.
$10,000 up in the line,
Thanks
guys.
we appreciate you listening to the Bad Hour. Listen, subscribe, rate, review, share, whatever you could do. We appreciate the follows and the followers. It's actually growing. It's shocking. We just continue at it. And don't forget, we could win $10,000. So shoot your shot, send your story in. We'll see what's up. So, you go to thebadhour.com to do that, and you can say maybe you want to do a feature or a segment where we do what we did with Matt. We'd love to have you do that. So it'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.